know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah. Yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want. Yeah, I put so my frustration, I was waiting to shine. My father taught me don't be soft, so now I'm taking what's mine. I define myself as ambitious, young, black, and gifted. Master P, my masterpiece. That mean I don't got no limits. Bout it, I doubt it. My homies know you ain't ratted. We break you down like a pound. I got it, don't panic surround me. I'm corrupted, flow cold and it's rugged, bumpy. What is up? I'm ready for war. You got to love it like black, yeah. And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog, you don't want.
Well, there is a definite chill in the Northern California air, Coach, but still a wonderful afternoon for football at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room, and we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Arizona Cardinals. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go. Down the ending. Check. Slam.
This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Fake handoff to Johnson. Now here's Murray. Buying time to his left. Now he's going to throw deep. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And a short gain down to about the 33. Terrell Suggs in on the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Dances by him. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take on extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Hey, we got Mike, number 53.
From the 17, Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, his 4th touchdown on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left, early in November, but they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders. That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going. Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. And able to find Kirk complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Cardinals first down as well.
Check Mike 54. Mike 54. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They fake the handoff. Now Murray. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. Well, the Cardinals last year, of course, struggled 3-13, but 2 of their 3 wins came against these 49ers. In fact, the Cardinals have beaten the Niners 8 consecutive times. Last time San Fran beat Arizona was 2014. And remember, these are clubs that meet twice a year. A gain there of 21 yards. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Running from the gun, Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw is Murray. Left side here, caught by Clay. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. Well, maybe a little bit of an anxious moment there as that ball got closer and closer, but it does curl in.
Yeah, actually did a little bit of a slow dance there with the left upright, didn't it? But had just enough space, as you said, for it to curl in.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder. It puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw, it's Murray. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down. Nice pass that time by the number 1 pick, Kyler Murray. Also drafted 9th in the Major League Baseball draft. He's the only person ever to be taken top 10 in both sports. Go back to his Allen High School days in Texas. He was 42-0 as a starting quarterback. Freshman year, he was at Texas A&M. Then the transfer to Oklahoma, sat behind Baker Mayfield. Then his opportunity came last year. Boy, did he make the most of it. Won the Heisman Trophy and led the Sooners to the college football playoff. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down.
Watch it slap, watch it slap.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. He's got it to Williams. And he'll get it down here to the 43. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Pretty solid run here on 1st down. Almost picked up another first, but he appears to be a few inches short. On 2nd and inches, Murray. Now he lets it go deep for. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are back within a single score. And, oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
Here we go. Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
Great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver.
But when we go back to our conversation with the defensive coordinator, that type of a play was not a surprise to him. He expected trickery in this game, yet somehow his defense, they still took the cheese and got caught in the mousetrap.
Here we go.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
I smell fear in that offense. I got you. 11.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Dancing to his left. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, and that'll make it 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
Check. 53's Mike. Check. 53's 21. Hey. 5-7. Mike. You gonna get this boy?
On 3rd and long, it's Garoppolo. And the pressure will bring him down here. The Cardinals get home for the sack. Chandler Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. On now is the 27-year-old rookie, Mitch Wisnowski, to punt. Back deep, Patrick Peterson. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They begin the drive with Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Now Murray off play action. He gets it left side to Johnson. Before this season started, Johnson said this new offensive system would allow him to really be effective in the passing game. He actually likened it to 2016 when he had almost 900 receiving yards. He said one of his goals is to become the third player in league history to hit 1,000 yards rushing and receiving in the same season. They also noted that he's really comfortable in this scheme. It's like his college days at Northern Iowa when he was part of a team that based out of a shotgun with a running quarterback. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now Murray. He finds Hearns left side. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys!
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. Murray going to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime.
And on 3rd and 3, they decided to go with a dime package. Yeah. 6 DBs.
Yeah, you're right. They've got 6 out there. Throwing now is Murray. And he's got it to Hearns. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And that is caught. Touchdown, Cardinals. Allen Hearns in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. The Cardinal offense not going anywhere. They'll stay out and go for 2.
Hey, it's just me and you. It's just me and you. Let's go. Come on.
And that is caught for the 2 points. So they elect to pass there on the 2-point try. Sometimes could prove risky there. It worked out.
Yeah, and I love how you bring up that it can prove risky because if you get it intercepted and they return it, that's 2 points for the defense, but not on that play.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. And just like that, on we head to half number 2. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. 30, 10, touchdown, 49ers. Tevin Coleman, 82 yards. And once again, the 49ers are back out in front. They had just given up the lead, and they get it right back.
Yeah, how about that? Answered quickly. Got right back to it. And look, long drives have their place. We know that. They can wear teams down. But when you hit them with big plays like that, that can really be a shot to them. A big-time one.
Yeah, one play, but now your defense is probably saying, man, we could have used a little more rest over here. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
He'll buy some time right. Now he lets it go deep. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 21. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. It's Coleman here. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal. They'll try and run with McKinnon. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's... And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold with the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he lets it go deep, and he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
A pretty good-looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard. call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. They'll find Goodwin here on the right side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. On first down, Garoppolo. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Hey, gun.
58 for Mike, 58 for Mike. Go. 58, right over there.
Dig.
Right there.
Garoppolo looks to throw. There's the Washington Husky. It's Dante Pettis. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Garoppolo again. Coleman has it here right side. It'll be a pickup of only a yard, and it'll be a second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Pettis hauling this in from Garoppolo. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Well, Pettis is quickly becoming the #1 receiving option for Jimmy Garoppolo. In the last year, John Lynch said that they loved the way he closed the season, really came on late. Remember, this is a guy that they traded up to get at number 44 back in 2018 out of the University of Washington. Goodwin able to haul it in. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 17-yard line.
Here we go.
Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10.
58, come on. Watch run. 58's the mark.
Hey, gun.
58's the mark. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. George Kittle, the Pro Bowl tight end, the intended receiver. And it's second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. This drive, which was going so smoothly, all of a sudden it's a little bit of a roadblock here with 2 straight incompletions.
Yeah, apparently this defense has had enough. Apparently they're saying, no more. We're making a stand right here, right now. But it is 3rd and 10. They've got to get after him one more time.
58, boys, 58.
12.
Play fake there to Coleman. Now Garoppolo. Out right to Bourne. And he'll be brought down shy of the first down marker at the 11. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. He goes 102 yards from one end zone to the other as his guys are back within a single score. And that big fourth quarter return, Charles, makes this a one-score game.
And now it all comes down to philosophy. All right, they just had a big return for a touchdown, so the momentum is high. Do you want to ride that and go for two? Or do you just go ahead and kick the extra point and come back and rely on your defense?
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you've got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extreme.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 81 yards. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. So the Cardinals, they've got the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Christian Kirk, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Murray looks to throw again, 2nd and 10. Over the middle, the connection to Hearns. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And able to find Kirk complete. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Down he goes. The 49ers get there.
Exactly what they were looking for. They've been giving up yardage. They've been letting them drive right downfield, but they got a sack right there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
To try again after the sack. Murray got a man. It's caught at the 6-yard line. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Charles Clay. His 5th touchdown now on the year as his guys are back within a single score. Bryant tacks on the extra point. So with 40 seconds left, we'll see the onside kick. If they've ever needed one to go their way, it's now. And this is going to be recovered by the hand seam. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
Hey, Charlie.
To throw is Garoppolo. off the mark, incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, and it's third down.
There are a good number of coaches at any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Steps away to his left. And now Garoppolo lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
Well, it should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back near midfield at the 49. They've got to burn the timeout, and they do, but a costly, costly sack. And now maybe just time for one final play. He's back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Now they do indeed get the timeout, so all is not lost. They'll have a chance for one final heave to the end zone. Murray, one final try. He's going to let it fly. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So the victory.